waking up to ash and dust. I wipe my brow and I sweat my rust. I'm breaking in, shaping up. Then it's a revolution, I suppose. This is it, the apocalypse. Whoa.
A shot, and a beautiful one at that, of the vibrant metropolis that is Los Angeles. 2K Sports checks in with our loyal viewers with a broadcast from Los Angeles, the home of the Clippers, the Staples. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, here's what the Celtics head coach had to say when we spoke just a few minutes ago. I asked him how he was going to slow down Blake Griffin in this one, and he told me, any way we can. He went on to add that he didn't really have any one answer for Blake because he is such a dynamic player, adding, you see the dunks in the highlight reels, but he can hurt you in a lot of other ways as well. Really, we just have to throw everything we can his way. Guys?
Thanks again, Doris. Passes it to Willis. A three ball, and that one's good. Black Hole's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Very positive opening quarter for them. The shots have been falling.
You know, the shooting percentage would be nice if it stayed right there, but that's going to be tough to do.
And it's Bradley off the drive, and the rejection by Mullins. Now here's Paul. In the game against Orlando, very impressive. Griffin a screen on Rondo. Willis the pass to Barnes. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Rondo. And here's Humphries. Right now averaging 11 points a game. And the jam by Rajon Rondo.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk, Clark, coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
But that's what happens when you get all 5 guys on a string defensively ready to react and make a play.
You know, it always amazes me, guys, when you look at Rondo, who really doesn't have a reliable jump shot. And yet, because of his quickness, he's still able to get into the heart of the defense and get shots at the rim in the paint. I mean, you just can't do that if teams are giving you space in the NBA unless you have the elite speed of a Rajon Rondo.
Celtics trailed by 5. Back to Humphries. Rondo with it. Chris Paul covering. Outside Bradley. 5 to shoot. From 17 feet out. And again, it's Rajon Rondo. Now it's just a 3-point Clipper lead. Go back to Rondo, Steve. How is he able to get in the lane like that, even with the defense sagging back and knowing he's going to do what he's going to do?
Well, he's incredibly clever with the ball. He's quick. He's savvy. And, you know, sometimes when you sag back, it actually gives the offensive player room to accelerate. And so Rondo kind of goes right at you and then gives you that little Ginobili sidestep and gets to the rim.
Fun player to watch, isn't it?
Sure is.
Willis against Bradley. Paul kicks to Willis. Los Angeles with another miss. Last game for the Celtics, it was a loss to the Nuggets in Denver.
Yeah, I thought their defense in that game was about as shaky as it could be. At home, you know, that kind of defense isn't going to cut it. Never mind if you're on the road.
They really look tired to me, and I don't know if they had travel issues or if they were out too late, but something was amiss because they had no energy.
And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And let's take this chance to look at some of the perimeter players who aren't afraid to mix it up in the middle either. These are the top rebounding point guards in the league. Number 1, Rajon Rondo.
And as you see by his spot on that list, guys, very few point guards in the league can rebound like he can. Very few. He has a knack for always being in the right place when the shot goes up.
And he uses his body like a big man at times. I mean, he doesn't try to just sneak his way into the paint. He muscles his way in and carves out space under the basket. He must have been a post player in his youth.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
And a look at how the Celtics performed over the last month here, Kevin. 9th in steals, 14th in field goal percentage, and team assists, not as strong.
Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at the Thunder. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And, of course, Los Angeles just way behind.
Seeing where the Clippers are, they've tried to get their season turned around, and nothing has clicked so far.
Isn't it funny, Clark? I mean, sometimes the chemistry just doesn't work for a team. And even though the talent looks like it's there to have a good team, it just doesn't work. And for this club, that's exactly what's happened.
Boston with the ball. They trail by 1. Their last encounter was in Boston.
Look at what they did in the fourth quarter. I mean, they just went to sleep. Totally non-committal basketball. They allowed the big comeback.
Yeah, but don't discount the effort on the other side, Clark, because they took advantage of the opening that was there.
On the floor for Boston, they've got Marshawn Brooks. Green is out there with Wallace. Then there's Avery Bradley. And it's Sullinger in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Feeds it to Reddick. Back to Paul. Clippers moving the ball around. Pass to Willis to end the drought. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Bradley against Paul. Bradley dishes to Green. Wallace outside. 6 to shoot. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws.
Smart foul there. Make him earn those 2 free throws instead of giving up an easy dunk.
Yeah, and he's not a strong free throw shooter. I mean, with his percentage, he's likely to miss one, so that's a good heads-up play.
Chris Humphries has checked in for Jared Sullinger. Here's Paul. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. He passes it to Willis. Kicks to Mullins. Pass to Willis. There's the dish to Paul. Clock at 6. Mullins covered by Humphries. Wing shot on the way. Shot's good by Mullins. Mullins got his second basket of the night. Celtics trail by 4. Here's Bradley. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Green, the pass to Brooks. Back to Green. Clock at 4. Nails the 16-footer.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Clippers with the ball. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And I thought, guys, they were the beneficiary of what was some lackluster defense being played against them.
I agree with you. I mean, it was really shocking how many free runs to the hoop they got.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here. And here's a quick look at how the Clippers' schedule is shaping up. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. And that'll be the 3rd of the 4 straight at home. That free throw, no good. Brandon Bass is checked in for Jeff Green. And the second free throw, good. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Rondo with the ball. 14 points from him the last game against Denver.
And Kevin, a lot of those points came at the line. So he was very aggressive with his game, attacking the D and capitalizing on those free throws.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Boston Celtics. Their next game is at Oracle Arena, so a road game with the Warriors. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team. Clippers leading by 3. Paul gets a screen from Griffin. The pass to Willis. Got a piece of it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. And the Celtics making a change here. Outside Collison. Pass to Willis. This one for 3. Offensive rebound. Griffin. And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul called. He'll shoot free throws. It's on Rajon Rondo.
And he's a screen setter, Kevin. It's something that's very underrated, but you watch him. If you lock in on him, you'll see all the screens he sets, ball screens, lateral screens away from the basketball. He's got them all down, and then he's got the ability also to roll to the rim and finish.
And Steve, some of the best highlights you're ever going to see are going to come from this guy. Every time he steps on the court, there's a chance he'll perform the dunk of the season.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
Griffin is doing amazing things on the court and off the court. I mean, his charisma and sense of humor really have made him one of the more marketable players in the entire league.
And it's Rondo penetrating. And they double up Rondo. There's Lee with the three. The Clippers grab the miss.
Kind of rare to see him come up empty on a wide open look.
Going back to Griffin, he spent a summer interning with an LA-based comedy website, I'm reading, Ed. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he has a love for comedy, and, playing in LA, that's a great opportunity for him to work on the entertainment side of things. And, of course, he does have a real job with the Clippers. He's got to focus there.
He does. But those commercials he's in are fun.
They are good.
Yeah, they're good. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
He dropped in 15 points, but also came away with 5 big rebounds. One of the concerns of the coaching staff is that this isn't an isolated incident. Now with a growing number of weak games, he says he's ready for a turnaround right here, right now. We'll see if he does just that, Kevin.
You're bringing it, Doris. Thank you so much. Thanks for that report. And I know, Clark, he was pretty disappointed in that performance.
And as a result, Kevin, I know we'll see him be more focused here. I mean, he does not like to lose or play poorly.
And sometimes in the NBA, that's what happens. You have a bad one, and it refocuses you. An 82-game schedule wears you down. Sometimes you need a bad performance to kind of rekindle the fire.
Chris Humphries has checked in for Boston. Avery Bradley comes in for Rajon Rondo. Here's Paul, right now averaging 17 points a game. Pass to Willis, launches it, good, and Paul gets the assist. And that's now 10 points for Black Hole.
They've done a really good job of knocking down their long-distance shots here in the second quarter. I mean, they're shooting just above 40% from downtown. That's outstanding.
Up top, Humphries, defended by Mullins. Humphries with it. He's against Mullins. Can they get it? And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Story came out about Chris Humphries last year that basketball wasn't his #1 sport as a kid. He was actually one of the best swimmers in the country as a youngster, but basketball's worked out just fine.
Humphries hits them both. And Clark, back to Humphries. He still holds the 10 and under record in the 50-meter and the 100-meter freestyle. Steve, I didn't know that.
Wouldn't you like to see Tim Duncan and Humphries swim against each other? Duncan used to swim as well.
Right, yeah.
Childhood.
Yes.
So I say we put him in the pool. Let's see who the better man is.
Ball against Bradley. Now Humphries inside. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
The Celtics have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
Well, to this point of the season, guys, they're knocking down about 76% of their free throws.
And this year, they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
Karasov, he's checked in for Boston.
Hitting your free throws is a good way to get back into it. It stops the clock and extends the game. I mean, you want to take advantage of that situation. And they're shooting much better from the line here in the second quarter. So far, they haven't missed one.
Paul kicks to Willis. Back to Paul. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. The Clippers rebound. Another shot. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two. And take a look at this list. Every team loves to have guys like these. Big men who can pass like guards. These are their assist totals on the season. Blake Griffin is second.
And these are some of the most complete players in the NBA. They're not just traditional score and rebound big men. They can beat you with their passing, too.
Yeah, that's the element of their game that puts them in a different category, a special category amongst low post players. I mean, they've got court vision, they see things, they anticipate, and they're much better at that than their peers.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time.
Boy, you've got to be able to knock down your free throws if you're going to keep a team that's behind you at bay. When you don't make your free throws, that's a good way to let the other team back into the game. They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. I mean, with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
Tell you what, he's not going to win any high jump competition, so it's a good thing he doesn't have to go too far to get to the rim.
I'm not sure he could, or any of us could slip a piece of paper under him when he takes off.
Well, it doesn't matter much, though, Kevin, because he's such a big man. I mean, if he gets positioned, forget about it.
Rejected by Willis. Paul dishes to Mullins. They get it back and finished off by Griffin.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun.
And that is good. Humphries has got his third bucket of the night.
So it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was...
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Glad you're along for the ride as we get set to bring you the
Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Here we go now. Now Humphries, 13 points in the game. And it's Rondo penetrating. Humphries, the pass to Rondo. He kicks to Sullinger. Back to Rondo. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam. Tremendous stuff from a guy, Clark, we think more of for his passing.
Yeah, but he's got tremendous leaping ability and a surplus supply, too.
Well, that's a great aggressive move and 2 big points, too.
CP3 at point with Reddick there, the backcourt. Griffin is out there with Byron Mullins. And it's Willis in at the small forward. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
You know, CP3 did a lot of things, guys, to change the culture of the Clippers, but one that maybe gets overlooked is how much he encourages and model talking on defense with this team. If you don't call out a screen or a rotation on his team, he'll call you out about it.
Paul gets a screen from Mullins. He feeds it to Reddick. Lets it go with the 3. Gets it to go. Reddick's got 15.
A little confusion defensively.
Yeah, you know what? He sent the D a little message with that 3.
Humphrey sets a pick for Rondo. Dishes it to Sullinger. That's tipped. Shot clock at 6. Green. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And we've seen the Clippers turn around over the last few years. It doesn't just happen purely with talent, although it helps certainly. But, Steve, a lot of it has to do with the change in the team's mindset.
Yeah, you can load up a team with a bunch of scorers and talented players, but if they aren't playing for each other and motivated to have each other's backs, then it does nothing. And I think Paul has done wonders for just the chemistry and the mindset of this Clippers team.
Willis, the pass to Bullock. Willis, he dishes it to Wayans. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. It's on target from the high post. And the Clippers lead by 3.
And assists like that have typified their effort today. Great ball movement.
Really an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Here's Sullinger. Busted. No good that time either.
Terrific defense at the rim. They got right in his path.
You know, that's part of what great defenders do. They get not only in your path, but in your head a little bit, too.
Chris Humphries has checked in for Boston. So it's the Clippers now. Barnes kicks to Willis. Offline with his 3. Celtics trail by 3. And there's the feed to Bradley. Lee, Celtics passing it around. Goes up on the block. Humphries with the bucket. Humphries has got 15 points. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And Waynes kicks to Willis. Feeds it to Barnes. We've seen him miss a couple from the line so far, going 2 for 4. First one falls for him.
Well, you know, Matt Barnes back in high school was an All-American wide receiver. He led the nation in touchdown catches his senior season.
Both shots good from the stripe. And for Matt Barnes, you can see some of that football influence in his style of play.
He's one of the highest recruited wide receivers coming out of high school before he went and played basketball at UCLA. But, yeah, he really knows how to go and get that ball, whether it's a loose ball or an offensive rebound. And he's a good backdoor cutter as well.
You're right. He usually played high school ball in Sacramento, and he had a lot of college coaches wanting to come play on fall Saturdays. Pass to Bullock. The pass to Willis. From downtown. Can't hit. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Their next game is at Oracle Arena, so a road game with the Warriors. That will be the 4th of the string of 5 played on the road. Bradley with the ball. Now guarded by Waynes. Lee kicks to Bradley. 6 to shoot. He passes to Humphries. For the lead. The second chance effort. And it's blocked by Willis. Here's Waynes. Passes it to Willis. Kicks it to Waynes. Pass to Bullock. Bangs home the trifecta. Bullock's got himself on the board with 3 there. Celtics trail by 4. Outside Bradley. Makes the lead pass. Won't. And that one is hammered home. There it is, guys. That Olay defense. Just watching him go, Clark, right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
Here's Willis. Bullock passes to Willis. Shot clock at 3. 16 feet away. And it's blocked by Willis. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Paul kicks to Reddick. The dish to Griffin. Sellinger's there. Puts up the baby hook. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. 8 points for Blake Griffin.
Well, you just can't give them that kind of position in the post.
I'll tell you what, when he gets it in that tight, he's going to bury those.
On the floor for Boston. The forwards, Jeff Green and Jared Sullinger. The speedy backcourt of Rondo and Bradley. And it's Humphries in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
Paul passes to Willis. Here's Mullins. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, the defender draped all over him.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Celtics.
Well, they're taking high percentage shots in the paint. I like the way their offense is clicking.
It's been a hot shooting night for them, too. I mean, they've hit a lot of those mid-range jump shots. Well, one thing that Byron Mullins added last year was a 3-point shot, and he wasn't shy at all about trying it out. I mean, it was still a work in progress, and right now I think it's a part of his game.
Outside, Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Black Hole's going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. And it's Rondo penetrating. Clock at 6. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. And the Celtics lead by 6. And to go back to Mullins, not the best percentage from outside, but he is a spot-up big man, Steve.
Well, if he can get his three-point percentage up a little higher, along with his decent rebounding, I think they found something in terms of a player who can be a consistent threat in that front court.
Right side, Green. Back to Bradley. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Mullins got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Picked by Griffin. Willis, the pass to Griffin. Willis. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Early on, he tried to shoot his way out of this funk, but later in the game now, he might want to just give it up and look for his teammates to do the scoring.
Humphries backing down. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Humphries. 11 rebounds, and he's added to his totals by picking up 3 points at the line as well.
Yeah, and that's something that's important for him and his team. Getting a few extra points, knocking those free throws down, and helping your team any way you can.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Well, in the last few years, it's been debated between Paul, Williams, and Rose as to who the best point guard in the league is. I think I would have to put Steph Curry in that conversation now. But I would lean towards Paul's dominance and ability to turn around the Clippers as putting him just a notch ahead of the other guys on the list.
And Clark, last season's survey of league GMs agreed. Chris Paul voted the top point guard in the NBA. I don't have a problem with that, Steve. Do you?
It's either him or Tony Parker, but I could go either direction there. But what you love about Paul is that he does everything. He defends, he scores, passes. He kind of just figures out what's needed during the game, and then he delivers for his team.
Paul, left side. Pass to Willis. He kicks it to Mullins. It's stolen by Green. Jumps up. Paul with the block. And they get it back.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, sometimes it's contagious. Everybody starts to get comfortable and relaxed, and everything goes in the hoop.
He's off on the foot.
We saw the promise last season, Jared Sullinger, a wide body with a really high basketball IQ, just very skilled as a passer and a low-post scorer.
Matt Barnes is checked in for the Clippers. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Well, he looks like he wants to...
Outside Rondo. And there's the pass to Karsov. Rob. Passes to Willis. From deep. Jared Sullinger grabs the board. And for Jared Sullinger, he may have slipped in the draft, but a great situation, Clark, a lot of people feel for him in Boston.
Could not agree more. I tell you, playing alongside Kevin Garnett, played for Doc Rivers in his first year. I mean, you're going to learn a lot from those two about how to play in the NBA. I think he's ahead of his years as far as his basketball acumen. He's what we call an old head. He really has a nice understanding of the game. Boy, their defense making an impact here late, Kevin.
And straight off the steal, Clark, a perfectly run fast break ends in a slam dunk.
That could be a huge 4-point swing in this game.
And Redick kicks to Griffin. Humphries there. Griffin passes to Willis. Mullins. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. 6 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. And Willis gets it to go.
Boy, they've come out of halftime just smoking hot from behind the arc.
Hey, trust me on this one, partner. They are going to continue to let them fly.
Rondo off the picks from Humphries. Rondo dishes to Humphries. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaking. The Celtics making a switch here. Bradley's checked in. And he does get the second one. And that increases their lead to 6. 1:53 left here in the fourth quarter. He feeds it to Reddick. Willis dishes to Mullins. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Here's Rondo. Back to Humphries. He dishes it to Green. And it's blocked.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
The feed to Griffin. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. There's 1:26 left to play here in the fourth. That's good. 16 points for Chris Paul.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in the second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
Here's Sullinger. Rebounded by Mullins. Mullins got 5 rebounds tonight. Paul against Bradley. Paul kicks to Mullins. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession.
12 seconds on the shot clock.
On defense, the Celtics. 4-point game.
How about the effort we're seeing from him on the boards? He's already in double figures.
Yeah, and more importantly, Steve, his rebounds are leading the team.
Paul against Rondo. They kick it out to Green. Latrey. Here's Sullinger. They shoot again, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. He's got to be relentless.
Willis, no good.
Well, he's just launching from the three-point line right now because I don't like his shot selection at all.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good.
Yeah, no way you can come back from this deficit.
Just not enough time left on the clock.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Yes! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. And an intentional foul right there. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Paul passes to Willis. It falls! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3. And the crowd roaring to life.
That was a huge shot, and they're just about dancing in the aisles now.
What an eruption in this building. That's right, no other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yep, you got to extend the game here. Try to keep that clock from moving.
And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
And that's exactly how you close the game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
That's a 2 from Paul, but they recover it. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
That's not what they needed there, that's for sure.
So it's the Boston Celtics with the W. They came, they saw, they conquered.
Hey, Kevin, to me, any win is a good win.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. For Clark, Stephen Doris, and the rest of the crew, Kevin Arlenson,